This toxic relationship turned into a public breakup at our Main Street steakhouse, and what followed felt like a real-life thriller. By the end, it doubled as a pretty satisfying revenge story. This morning, my phone lit up with 12 missed calls. Here is how we got there. I live in a small Midwestern town where everyone waves at stop signs and the high school football schedule might as well be a civic calendar. For almost 2 years, I dated Erin. We had our routines down. Friday night lights, Sunday dinners with both families, and the occasional road trip to the outlet mall because she loved a sale sign. She liked to call her comments helpful, like suggesting a different hairstyle or mentioning that darker shirts hid my shoulders better. I told myself it was honesty. Turns out, it was erosion. Last weekend, Erin texted that she wanted me to meet 2 coworkers for dinner. Big deal, because she never mixed me with work. I ironed a clean button-down, shined my boots, and drove to the one fancy spot in town. Antlers on the wall, linen napkins, and a menu that pretends prices are a secret. I walked in 2 minutes late thanks to a tractor crawl on County Road 12. Erin barely looked up. "You wore that?" Loud enough for the next table. Her friends gave each other a look like they were in on a joke. I sat, I smiled, I tried to keep my shoulders from curling in. For an hour, they talked shop I did not understand. Every time I joined in, Erin cut me off with an airy, "He works retail. He does not really get corporate." I've been a store manager for 3 years. When someone asked how we met, I started to tell it. The pumpkin patch, the coffee spill, the number on a napkin, but Erin waved me off. Honestly, I felt bad for him, so I said yes. Laughs around the table. Not for me. I excused myself to the restroom, splashed water on my face, and stared into the mirror like it might offer a script. In the stall, I texted my best friend, Marcus. Something feels wrong. He called, I let it go to voicemail. I needed a minute to stand up straight. Back at the table, the check arrived. Erin glanced at it, then slid it to me like a bill collector's postcard. "Also," she said, as if picking a salad dressing, "this is not working. I am not attracted to you anymore." She stood. She adjusted her blazer. "Someone like you should be thankful I said yes at all." Then she and her friends walked out under the wagon wheel chandelier, laughing. I sat very still. Then I paid $312.47 with the credit card I promised myself I would not max again. Outside, in the parking lot, I called Marcus. He showed up with milkshakes from the dairy barn and the kind of hug that sets your nervous system back on its feet. Between sips and deep breaths, I told him everything. Marcus was furious in a quiet way that meant he was thinking. "About her job," he said finally. "She's not a senior event planner. She answers phones. She schedules. Her LinkedIn is aspirational." It clicked. The business trips that never lined up with airport photos, the company card she swore she used for client dinners that somehow never showed up on statements. As if on cue, a message popped up from an unknown number. "Hey, I'm Shay. I work with Erin. Marcus gave your number. There are things you should know." We met for coffee at the cafe that smells like cinnamon and scraped chairs. Shay looked like she had been holding her breath for months. "She's on probation," she said. "Taking credit for ideas, making up titles. The presentation she told you she led, she clicked the slides." Then Shay mentioned something else. Erin had told the office she dumped me because I was clingy and pressuring for marriage. Meanwhile, Erin had apparently told her parents that we had big news at her dad's retirement barbecue on Sunday. Here is where the small town's secret part kicks in. Lies don't last long here. Not with cousins, neighbors, and half the church choir under the same roof. I wasn't going to ghost her family. They had been kind to me. So Marcus and I hatched a plan that wasn't a stunt, just sunlight. I'd go to the barbecue. I'd be calm. If asked, I would speak plainly. Shay offered to swing by with documents if her name needed to be more than a rumor. Sunday evening, I pulled up to Erin's parents' house, the one with the flag out front and a smoker on the driveway. The screen door squeaked, her mom hugged me like she always did. Inside, the table was covered with sweet tea, deviled eggs, and her dad's famous pulled pork. Erin froze when she saw me, then stitched on a smile. "We should talk. Privately." "I'd love to." I said, a little louder than necessary. Especially since you told your family we have big news to share. Her dad's eyes lit up. Her brother raised an eyebrow that said, finally. We sat. Erin steered the conversation toward her career. Targets crushed, team leadership, a promotion coming. I watched her stack the cards higher. Then the doorbell rang. Shay stepped in with an envelope and the world's most polite apology for interrupting dinner. Erin tried to divert her to the porch, but her mom said, "Oh, do it here. We're family." Shay sat beside me. Erin's knuckles went white around her fork. "How did the big presentation go?" her mom asked. "Our boss presented. We supported." "And the promotion?" her brother asked. Shay looked at Erin, then at me. "There's no promotion." Silence. You could hear the ice settling in the sweet tea. Erin laughed, a laugh that did not reach her eyes. "Restructuring," she said. "Titles are complicated." Her dad tried to massage the tension with talk of weather and the parade next weekend. I set down my glass. "I should tell you why I'm here," I said. And I did. No theatrics, just the facts. The dinner, the comments, the breakup, the bill. Erin tried to interrupt. Her mom, who rarely raised her voice, said, "Let him finish." Shay backed me up. She mentioned office rumors, credit for other people's work, the gap between what Erin posted online and what was real. Erin exploded. She accused me of turning everyone against her. She called Shay a traitor. She looked at me and said, with the same upper lip curl from the steakhouse, that I should be grateful anyone had ever looked at me twice. Her dad flinched like the word hurt his body. Her mom set down a serving spoon with a clink. Her brother just shook his head. Erin grabbed her keys and stormed out, the screen door banging so hard a picture frame rattled. Afterwards, something unexpected happened. No one asked me to leave. They cut the cake. They apologized to me. I helped her dad wrap leftovers in foil. Her mom squeezed my hand at the door. On the driveway, Shay said softly, "I'm sorry it came to this, but I'm glad you told the truth." I went home and turned off my phone. When I woke up, there they were. 12 missed calls. Erin's dad, her brother, 2 numbers I didn't know, Shay, a couple of friends. Apparently, Erin had spent the night firing off posts about snakes and betrayal, threatening to ruin people, even showing up at my building and demanding the manager let her upstairs. He didn't. Erin eventually left. Her dad called to make sure I was safe. Her brother suggested documenting everything. Shay sent screenshots in case I needed them. I brewed coffee. I blocked Erin's number. And for the first time in a long time, I felt steady. Not triumphant, just level. In a town where everyone knows everyone, the truth had finally caught up. If this real-life thriller of a revenge story kept you listening, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs the reminder that dignity is a choice. Drop a comment. In a public breakup like this, what would you have done at that table? And if you have a small town secret you think I should cover next, tell me below.